Now let's go through the other types of view for your tables on Protolyst, starting with chart. Let's just call this chart. Hit create view and the table will move to all the chart setup options. When you create a new table view, the view that you are currently in will move across. So that's why here I've made a chart view. When I was sat in my to read view of the table, it's pulled through all the filters and sorts into this chart view. So I'm just going to remove those. Then in the properties view, you can turn on the properties that you want to show on the graph. So here are some number-based properties that I prepared earlier, which will plot on the screen on the right. And then, much like before, you can use the filters and sorts to display particular groups of your info and then graph the properties of that group. There are a few different types of chart that you can choose from. We've got scatter, bar, and pie. We'll stick with scatter for now. Next to the chart type drop-down, there is an axis button, and you can use this to define the scales of your X and Y axis. You can also add a title to the chart. And so that is the chart option. The gallery view is a good option if you want to add an image into your overview. Once selected, each of the rows in your table display as cards. And if you head to the Properties menu, there's an additional option at the top of your properties list where you can choose from an image property to display as your grid header. Just like in the other views, you can toggle the different properties on and off that you want to display, and each of those will appear on the cards. And like before, you can use combinations of filters and sorts to display particular information in the gallery view. When you select vertical view, each of the rows in your table are displayed vertically. So there's a vertical list of the properties and their contents for a particular row. So you can scroll through your entire table like it is one page. Again, you can use the properties, filters, and sorts menus to display particular properties and groups of your information. There is also the option to add a page preview in this view at the top of the properties bar. And what this means is that underneath the properties that are on display for a particular row, if you have any content in the page of that row, so you've set that page up as a text editor page and added some sections in, it will show you the first section of that page. As an example, I added some text into this row. So if I turn off display page preview, you can see that that text disappears. Turn it back on, it reappears. If I open up this page, you can see that I've set it up as a text editor page and I've added that section and typed some text in there.